Hi, my name is Jill James. I am a client of Rejuvenate Salon and Spa, and specifically a client of Tony's, the owner. She is my eyelash extensionist. And when you're having your eyelashes done, you have an opportunity to have some long conversations. And Tony was telling me about a conference she recently attended in Chicago, and she went to a breakout session that was about skin cancer. And I thought, well, how curious is that? A cosmetology conference and talking about skin cancer. And specifically, this breakout session she was at was talking about how to empower cosmetologists to identify skin cancers. And I thought, does this make sense? And you think about it, who gets to see the top of their head? Who gets to see their scalp more than the person who's doing your hair? To notice that if there's something different or something that's changed in your scalp. And so the breakout session was all about educating cosmetologists on how to be aware of things that might look suspicious that they could urge their clients to seek medical attention. Of course, it's not making them diagnostically able to make any decisions or to be as adept as a dermatologist, but more of an awareness level. And I thought, how great was that? And so that prompted me to share my story of skin cancer with Tony, and she's asked me to pass it on to all of you. And so she's asked me to share a couple of things. Specifically, how old was I when I had melanoma? Well, I was 27, turning 28 during the journey, and I was at my annual OBGYN appointment. And ladies, you know what I'm talking about. You are on the exam table, your feet are in the stirrups. And my nurse practitioner at the time was with me, and she said, Jill, I see this mole on the inside of your right ankle. How long have you had it? And I said, I've had it my whole life. I've been shaving around it my whole life. Why are you asking? And she said, well, I think it looks really suspicious to me. I think it looks really dark. And I said, I think it's changed. And she said, I think you need to see a dermatologist. And soon enough, I was in my dermatologist's office, and sitting on the exam table again, my legs stretched out, and my dermatologist, Dr. Cindy Firkin-Smith, walked in the room. She greeted me, and immediately her eyes tracked on that mole on the inside of my ankle, and she said, we got to get that off. We got to get it off now. And I thought, wow, really? I said, I debated with her. I wasn't questioning her, but I said, I've been training for a half marathon. And I'm going to be running it this weekend, and I've been training really hard for it, and I want to run this marathon. I don't want to have, a biopsy interfere with my ability to finish this race. And she really thought about, should I let her do this or not? And finally she said, okay, you go run the race, come back immediately next week, and we're going to get that thing out. And so I did. Back in her office again, and we did a biopsy, and soon enough, pathology results were back that it was melanoma. And Tony wanted me to answer the question of, was I shocked to find out that I had melanoma? Yeah, I guess I was shocked. Should have I been shocked? Well, maybe not. Did I know what melanoma was? Did I know how it was caused? Did I know how it was prevented? Yes, I did. Did I think I was invincible at age 27 and 28? Absolutely, I did. Had I just recently watched some kind of documentary of a woman like me telling a story of how melanoma changed her life? Yes, I had. Did that impact my decisions on what I was doing to protect myself or prevent it? No, it didn't. It meant that I still had bought a tanning package for my wedding that I just had had. And silly me laid in that coffin thing called a tanning bed. So should have I been shocked? Probably not. Was I? Yeah. Has melanoma changed my life? Absolutely. You talk to anyone who's on their cancer's journey. Some of you are in the midst of it right now. Cancer does change your life. It's bound to. It changes all of our lives in different ways. For me, in the immediate future, it meant that I had this really big surgery. This really big surgery of taking off this little mole turned into a giant surgery where I had a pretty significant scar, and a 2-hour surgery with my dermatologist where I was able to ask her everything I ever wanted to know and more about how to prevent skin cancer while she was getting rid of all of the cancer cells. And then in the aftermath, it meant that I was having skin exams every 3 months. And every 3 months, I was having biopsies. I was having more things cut out. I couldn't tell you how many biopsies I've had because I've lost track. And sometimes they were precancerous and needed more surgery, and sometimes they weren't. And then every year for many years I had lung x-rays to make sure that the cancer hadn't migrated to my lungs, which is one of the target organs for metastatic melanoma. And then many years after that I went to every 6 months. And now I'm 20 years into it, and I'm at a phase where I can be seen every year. Except I don't usually make it to my annual exam. Usually I'm in sooner than that because something has caused me to panic. And so I was lucky. I was lucky in the fact that A, I'm still here and I'm still alive, where many people lose their lives to melanoma. And B, I didn't have to have any other kind of medical intervention beyond surgery. And the reason for that was the depth of invasion of my melanoma wasn't deep enough, according to the oncologist that my dermatologist consulted with and her expertise, to have to go any farther than that. So the question is, how often do I check my skin? So how often do I check my skin? Well, frankly, I check it every day. I'm bound to. I'm a woman. I shave my legs. I put lotion on my body. So every time I'm putting lotion on, I'm looking at my skin. Every time I shave my legs, I'm looking at my skin and I'm looking for changes. And I have one change right now that I need to call my dermatologist and ask about. Another question is, how do I protect myself? I wear sunscreen every day. I'm wearing 365. I'm wearing it right now. I'm always wearing SPF 40 on my face, under my makeup, every day. I'm standing outside right now, so am I wearing sunscreen? You bet I am. I'm also standing in the shade. And so I protect myself through sunscreens. I protect myself through limiting the time that I'm outside when the sun is at its most dangerous. It doesn't mean that I'm not outside in those times. I just limit my exposure. And then I also use a lot of sun protective clothing. In the 20 years since I've had melanoma, we've had so many advancements in fabrics to protect people from the sun. And so now we have this whole slate of clothing we can choose from to protect our skin if we don't want to be putting on a lot of sunscreen. So I put on clothing sometimes to protect myself. And what do I wish for other people? I wish that people could listen to my message and pay attention to it and not do what I did when I saw that documentary a long time ago about the woman telling her story like I'm telling you now, and actually make a change in your life. Skin cancer is something that's preventable. We have so many cancers that we don't know the cause of, so many cancers that affect people's lives where they don't have a choice in it. It's something that happened to them because of genetics or because science hasn't advanced enough for us to know, and it's taking people's lives. Melanoma is taking people's lives too, but we know how to prevent it. And I want people to take those steps to prevent this kind of cancer, so that you don't have to become a statistic and you don't have to be someone whose life's been impacted by cancer, and just to understand that it's preventable. That's my message for you today, and I need to get in the salon now because I need to get my eyelashes refilled.